Yes, we made it. Another week. We survived the boom, boom, booms and the bang, bang, bangs. What's up, guys? I'm Dylan here in the theStreamtv studios in Hollywood, California, surrounded by the top 4 biggest Empire fans around, besides you guys, obviously. We got Mercedeh Allen over here, Starr Session over here, and Rebecca Prince over there. It's Dylan and the ladies, but if Jason was here, he'd say, it's always Dylan and the ladies. What's up, girls?
What's up?
We're good. Tonight's episode was amazing.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you are, ladies, because, you know, Cookie is getting played. So how do y'all feel, being that's your girl right there, she getting played?
I don't like it. Oh, he's so fine, though. His name is Laz?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Laz is fine. But you know what? In the back of my head, I'm always thinking, he's no good. You know, the fine ones usually aren't.
Ooh.
That's true.
Too good to be true, you know? She jumped right in, and then obviously he's playing her.
Well, he's definitely playing her, and we know it. And it's like, it is true that when you're in bed with someone, you really don't see the back of a guy, because that would be a little awkward. But I'm so interested. Why shouldn't ask about his tattoo? You know, that should have been a scene. I was wanting that to be a scene.
Even if she does see the tattoo, I don't think she knows about the tattoos yet.
No, but it's like, oh, how did you get this tattoo?
Cool.
You know,
but
what does it mean?
No, but
I don't think
just
she saw
generally,
it yet.
just to
I
tease
mean,
us.
they were in bed for three
days.
Yeah,
They
you're right.
probably
But they
know
didn't
every
show
I mean,
that
you got to get your back
body at
scratched
that
if you are a
point.
homie in bed with the
They
lady.
didn't
You just got to
show
get your
it.
back scratched, ladies.
rub,
you scratch it for that.
right?
Let me see.
You know?
Oh, Merce. Oh,
Oh, I have the perfect nail.
yeah. Ooh, Lord,
Right.
Lord, that is good. But is there actually potential for this to be real, or he doesn't have any feelings for her at all, or is it one-sided?
I feel like I said last week, I feel like it was a great ploy, but I feel like he's also feeling it a little bit. You know what I mean? We didn't get any of different signs from that this week, but their chemistry together is definitely good. Like, I like it.
Too much kissing. Dang.
It was too much kissing.
Oh,
That's
my
true.
God.
Cookie's cookie. He's getting after that cookie.
Obviously, Cookie's got those good cookies.
Yeah.
Right.
I have a problem. Like, get out of bed and make a note about your music, your son's music. You know?
Well,
Just sending voice notes. It doesn't work like that.
no, you didn't like that?
No, and like she's gonna actually know the precise thing to say from the voice note. And he's like, Mom, I need your help.
Well, I feel like it was definitely a little scandalous that Jamal was, you know, reaching out to his mom, but his mom is the one that always gives the good sound and helps his music a little bit. But I just don't know what's going to happen with Laz and Cookie. Like, is he going to really, like, infiltrate as much as I thought he was in this episode? I thought he was going to steal her phone when she went to the bathroom.
I feel
thought
like,
there was
you
going
know
to be
what
more
I think is
drama.
going to happen? He's going to end up getting into it with his own people because he keeps having to tell them, like, yo, chill, relax. So I feel like that's probably what's going to end up happening.
He probably will develop some feelings for him. But, like, I don't know, why doesn't he just come be honest with her? Like, I feel like...
What's he gonna say? He's gonna say, "Oh, excuse me, Cookie. By the way, I was the one who kidnapped your son in order in an attempt to get money out of you."
Yes,
I mean,
kidnapping for sure. But I feel like with his homies and the security, I feel like that part's not really like a scam. You know, it's kind of just like, here's some homies. They'll do a good job for you. We'll all get paid.
The bottom line, it's all about money.
Yes.
And it's definitely a scam.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a little odd that that he even needs this money. Like, why is he trying to put one over on her? Like,
because he's a promoter, and that is not a real job.
That's true.
Got him.
Oh.
Got him.
But it's like,
Hollywood
what's the point of all
to
this
your ears.
money? Like, what do you need it for?
And business is looking like it's pretty good. Hakeem is kind of coming into his own as a businessman. Would you say we're kind of watching a progression of this man become more like a little Puff Daddy? He had his little, like...
Not in
No.
one episode,
No.
but I mean, I did like how he handled the girl group situation this time. It was a little bit more manly and a little more business oriented, where he was trying to help the lead singer get back her lead spot.
Yeah.
I did like how he handled that.
Well, I liked how you handled that too, because Laura needs a little push. She's so meek, and she was wearing those like flower dresses like week after week. I was totally over that. So she did need a little lesson on how to be sexy and how to be that it girl.
Yes.
But as a man, when it comes down to being the businessman, when he stepped into that business meeting with the other guys, he was like, I need help in negotiation. But he didn't even negotiate. I would have been like, 15%? No, 10%. There was no negotiation.
Well, he did give his mom some good advice to watch out for Laz.
That's true.
So that he was there for a good reason.
I think it was more about him sort of like asserting himself and letting his mom know that her new boy toy was like not gonna come in and run the show. Like,
yeah,
you're sitting in my negotiation
He's a partner.
seat.
This
Heck
is
yeah.
his. You know, he was like letting her know. And
For sure.
if she's gonna boss him around, then he's gonna boss her right back.
Boom.
Well, you guys let us know what you're thinking about, and you want to just chime in right now and let us know what you're thinking? You can do it right now live in the YouTube comments below, or on Twitter using the hashtag EmpireAS. And by the end of this show, we're going to answer your questions directly. And hey, your Twitter profile picture is going to be featured right here on the screen. And there goes our camera. So you guys were live. Things happen. Andre, what I did want to say about that girl, Carmen, is like, she didn't have it, and Hakeem did bring it out of her a little. And just by not going after it and him just doing his thing, he got it, because she was all attracted to, you know, him making her a better person.
Do you think they're gonna finally hook up together? He's gonna admit that he really is more into her than he's leading on?
Well, I think because she's not his type, that they might have a little bit of a relationship going on. But we just gotta get Tiana back.
Why
into
is
play,
she not
'cause,
his
hey.
type?
But that, you know what? That's why she is his type, because she's not his type. Because
She's his type.
Nah,
he likes
she's like
anybody pretty
with
with
boobs
cookies
and a butt.
down there.
no, but she's like a type B type. You know, she's more like reserved.
She's like, he's not his
laid
number
back.
one, but she could be the boo thing on the side.
Yeah. No, in
He's
fact, it's the
cute,
opposite.
sweet.
She would be the number one.
one, that's
but
true.
with the side chick on
Yeah,
the side.
She would be
like-
the one he'd take home to mama.
She's
Yeah.
a sweet like girl next door.
I feel like he
not-
doesn't have a type.
Yeah.
Anika, who's like your daddy's ex, and it's like you're all over the place, Hakeem.
Anika's just gone. Anika, where are you? You're a good part of the show.
Written off the show.
Did Anika and Andre hook up? They did, right? Or they're just married in real life?
No, they're just very engaged in real life.
In real life.
But no, not on the show.
So they're engaged in real life. But Andre, this episode, I was hoping we were going to get a little old school Andre in the mix.
crazy Andre.
Yeah, a little crazy.
I'm glad we didn't.
But we didn't. Were you guys happy that Andre kind of stayed true to his new form, or were you kind of aching for him to go back to his old ways?
I mean, even though he stayed true to his Christianity and didn't really have sex with the prosecutor or whatever that lady is.
District attorney?
District
Or
attorney,
something
thank
like
you
that?
very much.
Or assistant DA,
in the end, he blackmailed her, which is a sin. So it's kind of like you really didn't stay true to your Christianity form.
Well,
So
as his pastor said, you know, there's ways of getting what you want without actually having to do all of the dirt. So, you know, it was like a nice little compromise of blackmail versus cheating on your wife.
And it's great to see, you know, the apple really doesn't fall far from the tree. They make it happen any way they need to make it happen in the Lyon family.
That's true.
And
Even
it's good.
pushing that pain medication on the streaming guy.
Right.
I
Oh,
was like,
man.
talk about shady business
Lord.
Yeah.
practices.
And that all kind of worked out a little too well, but yeah, that was not okay. That was shady. Meanwhile, it would actually be logistically like illegal for like a record label to take over a streaming site. So like,
why would that be illegal?
Because
He's
it's
not trying to take it
their
over,
own
they're trying to
platform.
merge.
Yes, but even still, they can't really have controlling stake in a streaming site like that. It would be like a monopoly, and it would be like illegal. It would be like antitrust.
Okay.
It would be okay if all the record labels got involved on like something like how all the records are involved on like Vivo or something like that. But just for one record label to like own a radio
we don't
station,
have
that's
the dang
illegal.
on logistics of the full
Well, I'm
contract
telling
now,
you.
Dylan.
It makes for
We
good
don't-
TV, I suppose. I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah, I don't know if that's,
We don't know
that's
what was
legal or not,
detailed in
but
the
when it comes
contract.
down to the storyline, it's kind of good that they want to be a part of this company and join forces and merge
Of course, it
together.
makes sense.
It makes perfect
Of course.
sense.
Well, it's
I mean, but that's
it's
like saying Drake
Jay-Z
can't be a
Tidal.
part of Apple
Yeah.
Music. Like,
No, that's different. He doesn't own Apple Music.
Yeah, but
yeah,
Jay-Z
he's not
is a
trying to own the
No, wait.
streaming.
And
What,
But he
Rebecca,
is. He's
let
doing
Rebecca
partners.
say what she
Jay-Z
has
is
to
a
say.
partner in Tidal,
Which is a
Jay-Z
streaming.
runs Rock Nation, so it does work out. You can do both.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
just
but
have
that's
to
why
round
it's like
out
an
your-
issue. Okay, so that's a good point. That Jay-Z does own Tidal, which would be a streaming site, but he would have the advantage of putting all Rock Nation artists on it, which is not okay.
Which is exactly the point.
Right.
It's your catalog. It's a way to get it out there, and then you team up with the
That's
other
why
people.
you want
the
to be
then
linked
Nicki
to
Minaj's,
Jay-Z
the
because
Taylor
he has
Swift.
those
shady.
connections.
It's shady. It's shady. It's shady. That's all I'm gonna say. But great point, Rebecca.
Just-
No,
Duly
the
noted.
right point. but
Du-
okay. All right.
Duly noted. Duly noted. Jamal is making some good movies. And you know what I really liked about that performance at the end of the show? At the guy's house that he really wanted to perform at? That look that Lucious was giving him, and they showed the flashbacks, it was also, yes, I said to this guy, I helped him with the sound, but I'm giving this suspicious look like I didn't do that with him. So I think Lucious has the feeling that Jamal's already working with Cookie.
Yeah, so in the preview we got for this episode, there was supposed to be a scene where he says, that sounds like a Cookie sound. We didn't get that part. I feel like they gave us a teaser for actually next week's episode. So we did see that. He does know.
Didn't they do that last week too?
They keep doing teasers for the episode that are like 3 weeks in advance.
Or maybe it is from this episode, but it was like a deleted scene that they didn't wind up using.
Maybe, but he does know that they were basically working together because supposedly in this world, Cookie has a sound. I don't know what that is, but
that's what
Cookie
I'm saying.
makes records.
It's like all of a sudden from her bed after her voice note, she's like, boom, the perfect note. I don't know about that.
But I mean, there are people like who are known in the music industry who just have an ear. Like I worked at Def Jam. L.A. Reid was someone who he would hear music and he would immediately know whether or not it was something he wanted to pursue or not. And we would have meetings in his office where you'd come up and he'd just play stuff for you.
What would be his reaction? What would be his reaction if you could do an impersonation of L.A. Reid when he you don't have to impersonate him.
I'm not wearing my perfectly like toned 3-piece suit. You know, he was like flawless businessman all the time. I mean,
what would be a sentence he would say if he would like it or not like it?
Jesus.
It would just be like, it would be like, no, send it away.
Well, he wouldn't. I mean, it was when he would bring you in, like he would open it up to a bunch of people in the office and play these top songs and be like, what do you guys like? What do you guys not like? I remember one time it was with Christina Milian. This was forever. This was like Drop It Low.
Yes.
And you know, he wanted honest feedback. It wasn't about what he wanted. He wanted to hear what the people who are working underneath him, because we were the ones buying the record. He's not buying the record. He knows what the record is. So, but you can have that ear. You can hear one note and be like, this is going to be a hit. Like, I mean, I believe that. From my experience working there, like I've seen it happen, so I know that there are people like that who
and
just
have
you
it.
definitely don't have to be.
Thank you for that insight, Rebecca. We appreciate that. You know, a little insight. So you come here to watch, talk about Empire. We talk about the music business. You get a little bit of everything.
Well, because it's all. This whole show is like literally. I mean, it's just ripped from everything we know about pop culture.
It's
I
real
mean,
life.
the title stuff. Yeah. So it's, you know, I definitely think certain characters are based on people. I don't. think Cookie is
no,
L.A.
it's
Reid,
true.
but-
It's true. And you got there's. I mean, a lot of the artists out there have, you know, been like, yeah, you know, you got that from me or whatever. It's a story, and it's kind of like a mishmash, a potpourri of all of them.
Yeah.
Real quick though, Mimi was on the phone during that little pleasure sequence.
Yeah. Wait. Can we not just like gloss over that? 'Cause
Yeah.
That was like a scene that I was like, what the hell is happening right now?
That was weird and awkward.
First of
and
all,
she was
weird.
crying and all.
I don't want
cute.
her and Lucious making out, for
No.
one. Then I don't want her to go take a phone call. We don't know what's going on in the phone call. Many
the line we heard-
storylines are like,
The line we heard was, "It's taking longer than expected."
Yes, that is the line we heard. So it's kind of like, is she in cahoots with someone else?
Yes.
Is she against Lucious?
Yes.
And Lucious is acting like her daddy. Like, don't be
Right.
treating her badly. Like, it was
And
a little weird. We're missing storylines and plots, and I know they're trying to make us want more, but it's like,
And
tell
that
us
wasn't a
little bit.
woman on the phone.
But there
it
should
was
be
a
no
man.
crying in threesomes.
No.
At all. There should be no crying in threesomes.
Well, guys-
Otherwise, it is just not meant to happen.
And what about the poor girl? She's like giving the eye, and then like both of them are like, "We'll be back." And they do it twice.
yeah.
And then I'm like,
Can we talk about her inner
Failed
thigh gun
threesome
tattoo?
right there.
Like, and that
Tacky.
just sent
Tacky.
Lucious like all
Right.
the way off into his next world
Yes.
to uncover this gun and.
And
that-
Lucius has to stop with the rapping. Please give it up. I hate it.
no,
To that
It's terrible.
To that point, I would agree with you that generally it is bad, and his dance moves were questionable tonight too.
Oh my
But I
God.
actually
With the
think in
boom.
this last segment, it was not bad, and we've kind of seen the progression of this record being made. This boom, 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 pow, pow, pow. Not the Black Eyed Peas record, but almost like it.
Bang, bang, bang.
There you go.
Yeah.
And so we actually seen it coming together piece by piece, and we heard it originally in the car. And that was something that was very, very cool and true to music, is by the time when it was first brought up until now, there's been layers added and just, you know, Neo or Timberland do that.
Revolvers added to the sound.
It was legit.
And real guns
and
in
real
the studio.
gunshots.
That makes it better.
No, it was
No.
legit.
It was legit, and it was interesting how the storyline came about, and we got to have some flashbacks with Lucious, and we got to learn a little bit more about his mom, and, you know, him hiding the, you know, it was kind of funny because we were talking about, the guy was like, you have to dig deeper with your music, and then they show a sign of him digging in the grass to hide his mom's bullets.
with a spoon.
With the spoon. It was really cute, but I just feel like I'm not feeling him as a rapper, I'm loving the storyline with his mom and young Lucious. I'm just not really feeling him as a rapper.
Can we title this segment Boom, 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 No, Mo, 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 Mo?
No.
As in, you don't,
No, not as bad as Lucious.
Yeah, right.
Did you, maybe you guys heard, I said no,
No, we
mo,
heard
mo,
it.
mo, mo. Like, you don't want it no more.
We got you. We don't want it.
I actually like the song. I mean, I don't particularly like Lucious's rapping on it, but I think
it
the
just should
chorus
be
is super
Frida's
catchy.
song. She's the new artist. It needs to be a song for Frida, and Lucious just needs to take the back seat.
Screw Frida. I hope Hakeem actually wipes the floor with her next week, actually. But,
I'm curious because I feel like, you know, since Lucious offered Hakeem the song first and he turned it down, like, is that going to be the thing that, like, shakes him out of his element, is hearing that his dad did this song with this chick?
Yeah, that's going to be the part of the battle next week.
Like, that's
gonna
like
be
the nail in the coffin, right? It's
Well,
like,
we didn't even
ooh.
see Hakeem have his PTSD this week. You know what I mean? So we kind of like dropped that.
meanwhile, the
storyline.
guys that kidnapped him are right there in front of him, like across the
there's
table.
a lot
like,
missing. They're trying to squeeze too much into an episode, too many storylines, and they're missing points.
well, make sure you guys let us know what you think by commenting below in the YouTube comments right now or on Twitter using the hashtag EmpireAS, because we're going to get to your live questions right after this quick break. So drop the record, play your song. We're going to be back in 1 minute. So it has to be a 1 minute song.
Just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live, this is for you.
I love it. That was freaking
Oh my God.
I didn't see any of this coming. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah,
I was like,
How did you get here? No.
Kill him. Kill him. Definitely kill him. We're cool. Shade. Shade left and right, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies, let's put your 2 cents in.
Rubbed me the wrong way in the right way.
but you were like, well, we want to know what's gonna happen.
That was cute.
We just want to say we love you all. Thank you so much for your support. You are all seriously the best in the world.
Another beautiful summer at theStream.tv, y'all.
Here we go, guys.
Thank you for being here. Peace out.
Bye, guys.
Back from your iTunes preview for your one of Justin Bieber's new songs on purpose. Preview it now. It's coming out real soon. Back with Twitter questions. Let's go to Starr
Talking about
live on
Purpose?
Twitter. Yeah.
You're talking about the album Purpose?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Friday the 13th.
Hello everyone. So
An evening with Justin Bieber.
there's a lot going on. So
Justin
was like,
Bieber. An
what's
evening with
happening,
Justin
guys?
this Friday at Staples Center.
Got it. Okay, so back on track to Empire. So let's talk about some of the tweets that came in. We have at @K_baddest, and she says, this is not a question, it's a comment, and it's hilarious. Boom, boom, boom sounds like a ghetto nursery rhyme. Boop, sweet. I agree with you. And then we've got @Tia proper ass. Oop. _ they've been in bed for 3 days, and she still hasn't seen his back. We
That's
talked
what
about
I'm
this a little bit.
saying.
It's a little interesting, right?
It's ridiculous.
But even if she saw the back, she still wouldn't know what it meant.
I hear you on
To
that.
make sense.
But
I
you
think that
have to-
Hakeem might see it.
But you have to at least inquire about it. If I saw some dude's back and he has like this big tattoo, I'm gonna say something.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
gonna
baby,
call
where'd
out.
you
How'd you
get
this?
this?
Yeah, exactly.
We got all sexy
while
about
I'm
it.
rubbing it, while I'm tracing it with my fingernails. You're in bed for 3 days. Be creative.
And then that would have been a great scene for us because
Guys,
we're
the
all
writers are not
thinking
ready
it.
yet.
Oh, I'm
They're
sure
not
they got
ready.
creative.
They're not ready.
ready.
All right, and then we have another great question/comment, and it comes from @Tiny666monster. Who else loves these tender moments between Cookie and Jamal? Wasn't
I
that
do.
a fun moment when he was like cheesing, like, I miss you too, mommy? Like,
You
I
know
was
what?
like,
I feel like they have such a great bond off
camera.
Yeah.
and it really just portrays through on the show. So I believe it.
Well, what's your predictions? Because next weekend we see he must choose between the two. So what do you think happens then?
So
Lucious
I
and,
think
Cookie.
next week that I think that something's gonna happen. You know, Cookie put Hakeem up on like the platter. So if he loses, he gets to go back to Empire. I think he's going to go back to Empire, and I think that move is going to ultimately push Jamal to kind of be like, well, I need to do like what's really in sync with my music, and he's going to go back to Cookie. So they're going to swap sons, if that makes any sense.
Oh, right, good point.
You know,
That does make a good point. I can
Rebecca
see.
is always on point.
Yeah, always on point. I'm kind of with you now. You've made me change my course a little bit. I think next week's episode is going to be phenomenal. There's going to be a lot of drama between Cookie and Lucious and Laz, and I'm just ready for next week.
Yeah.
I agree with Rebecca. Actually, what do you think?
I agreed. I thought about that as well. But I kind of just want Lion Dynasty to go away.
Yeah.
I just feel like that needs to be over. So maybe they can all come back together as a family.
True.
I would like that too.
May happen at the end of the year. I am going to agree with Rebecca now that seems likely to happen. And I think Hakeem being with Lucious and Jamal being with Cookie makes the most sense for them personally than musically. But before you said that, I really thought Jamal was just going to be like, none of you, and just run away.
But the only thing that like is skewing me from that is that, you know, Hakeem is a partner in Lion Dynasty. So
true.
how does Cookie agree to trade him without?
And so is Hakeem with Cookie and
Jamal
Jamal with
Lucious.
They both have a little bit of a stake
then I guess
in
it
both
doesn't matter.
companies.
You know, because them as Hakeem as an artist, his rights can still be with Empire, which they probably still are.
Yeah.
But him as a business partner could be with Lion Dynasty. But yeah, everybody. I think we're all in agreement that at the end of this year, hopefully, it all comes back together. And we just found out that when we take a holiday break in a few weeks, it's going to be like a 3-month holiday break. We're not going to come back to continue this same season till March, but we still got a few more episodes till we get there. So guys, keep sending us your tweets using the hashtag EmpireAS. Keep following us along on all social media platforms. Hello, Avi. And we're going to follow you right back. And real quick, Rebecca, break us off with where to follow you on socials.
You can follow me at REBECCAPRICETV on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, Facebook.
Boom,
I think that's
done.
all
Starr.
social on.
Starr Session on all things social media.
And Mercedeh Allen, all things social media.
Don't be
Sweet.
so
And if you guys haven't X'd out already,
Gotcha.
I'm at Dylan from Brooklyn on everything also. And we're at the Stream TV. So be sure to follow us. And we'll see you guys next week for another Empire After Show. Peace out.
Adios.
See you next week. Bye, guys.
For more Empire After Show, click subscribe.